Oh, and I do say, how are we all today? Good on? I really do hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Didn't sleep particularly well last night. But it did mean I was up with several hours to spare before I need to get ready for the stream. So I played some more Borderlands. Some Borderlands 3. A little side questing. I enjoyed myself. Although, two of the quests I did this morning kind of bugged out. It's not a perfect game. But it's fun enough to persevere. Doing great, just some pizza for dinner. Nice. I just had a sausage and egg McMuffin. Or Maccadees. Maccas, as they're known in Australia. Apparently McDonald's are doing that Monopoly thing again. You get little tear-off Monopoly card things. I got... Oh, actually, I tore the number on that one. That was supposed to be a free small sundae. Small sundae or apple pie on that one too. And what was the other one? Instant win. Small fries or fruit bag. I miss the days when that McDonald's thing you could just give them the thing. These days it's all app based. To register their special app and register the code on the thing for their app so they can track you and advertise to you and gross. What am I going to do with the small fries anyway? Oh. One mouthful. Pathetic. Alright, proceed. How you doing? Skull good, right? 4 minute numbers. Looks 3000. I think they did at the same time worldwide. I have no idea. It's just probably just a thing. Exactly one healthy option in the bunch. Well, I mean, wait, what was this? Well, what to do for the Sunday? Small sun. No, I guess yeah. Small Sunday or apple pie. So they're both desserts. So that figures no healthy. But yeah, you do get the fries or the fruit bag. Not entirely sure how quote unquote healthy the fruit bag from McDonald's is. It's just a couple of apple slices, right? It's like an eighth of an apple. Yeah, the other ones I got were like there was the second chance one where you have to do the app thing, and there was one of the Monopoly places. Don't know which one. Don't care. Remember back when they first did that, like 20 years ago or something, or at least first time in Australia, I remember it. The Monopoly board itself was on the placemat, and all the little tear-off things were stickers, so you'd actually stick them to the placemat, and all the little railways and stuff you were unlocking or collecting. Kind of cool. So, as you may be able to tell, sitting by the spider farm here. That's been sitting there for a few hours now in the background while I was playing some Borderlands. Which means we should also, yep, have some zombie flesh stacking up. Excellent. Yeah, we're going to need... Nice. We're going to need a bunch of string. Because we're going to need a bunch of wool. Because we're going to need a bunch of carpet. If we're going to carpet the library. And I forgot to bring my shulker box with me. I guess that's still sitting at the library. That's fine. But yeah, that's what we're working on today, the library. I did a little building off stream based around the design we settled on last time we streamed Minecraft last weekend. Ooh, must be raining outside. You can tell because it's leaking through the roof. No idea. Oh, I think it stopped. So yeah, let's go show you the new library. The library in progress. I want to get my hands on the Fallout Monopoly edition. Actually, I haven't seen that in person. I mean, I know it exists. I haven't seen it in person. I was saying, what about you? Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I forgot to respond to it. It was in the Discord, right? Yeah, making a giant blunty guy to fight Blag. Well, the thing is, Skulky. Thing is, Blag isn't a threat. Blag is our friend. Doesn't need to be fought. We could make a giant blunty to high five Blag. Excuse me, damn it. I think one of my hash browns went down the wrong way. There's a big friendly Blag. Doesn't he look friendly? There's a big friendly grin. Oh, jeez. You scared me. What are you doing out here? Why? I think I need to change my doors. I think I need to change those over to iron doors or something. Will they just keep wandering out? That's right, they repopulate. Ooh, no. Get out of there, you're rust! The fish is having a go at him. Stop. Right then. My Blag is friend, not food. Exactly. Oh, I think I took out the kelp since last time we streamed as well. I don't know where all my fish are though. Are they all down the bottom? Oh, no, there they are. There's the fish. I think there's still a couple of downward streams in there, but that's fine. There's enough so they can swim up. Get caught occasionally. Yeah, I think we need a lot more fish in Blag. So I'll leave the scaffolding there for now, so we can more densely populate that. Pity you can't breed fish. What would you feed? I guess you could feed them kelp. You could feed them dried kelp. That's, you know, that's what a lot of commercial fish food is. Based around, anyway. Dried bits of kelp and other vegetable matter. So, yeah. Actually, let's go up the tower. I'll show you the library from the tower. Still haven't exactly made up my mind on how I want to path out to it, though. I think we've got more iron golems and villagers at the moment. Oh, okay. They're all up here because they're gathering near the bell. That time of day, is it, fellas? So none of, well, some... The very, very basics of the inside are done. That's mostly what we're going to be doing today, I think. There's a little bit of work on the outside to do yet, but yeah. Basic structure, all done. Not sure if I like the tower. It's kind of mirrored this tower a bit, but not sure if I like it there. Seems odd. I don't know. Maybe you should build 2 Blags, so Blagzilla can face off against Blaggy Danger. Yeah, well, you know what? He is facing that way, which is where the little outpost is for the Illagers. Maybe we'll build a giant Illager on the other side of the hill coming at us. Where's that villager going? He's going to get himself in all kinds of trouble. Oh, wait, there's 2 of them out there now. It wasn't even the original one. There's one there. There's one there. Foolish villagers. So yeah, what do you reckon? What do you reckon of my library? It's not really a library yet because there's no books inside, but yeah. I recreated the banner from our library in the Nintendo Switch Edition world because I liked it so much. It looks like a bound book. A little red sash, red ribbon, binding it together with the metal corner pieces over the leather edges of the book, you know. Supposed to give that kind of impression. I liked it so much. It does look slightly different here than it does in the console editions, though. The corners are a bit sharper, I felt like. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here we go. hazy sunset going on. Watch it light up. I guess I told you it was going to be big. Told you guys it was going to be big. Izzy!
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
How you doing, Izzy? I felt like I haven't seen you pop by in a while. Hope you've been doing well.
I'm still alive.
Still alive. Okay. Okay, text to speech. That's the sensible way to say that. Sure it is. Everybody throw some love in the chat there for Izzy. Long time sub. Staunch supporter of the stream. And while you're at it, throw some down for Skulker.
Pat on the back for this guy!
Did for Skulker. Long time supporter. Long time subber. Deserves all of the love. Don't you dare take my bed. I forgot they were doing that. This guy's always steal my bed. Right then, now that we've seen the library, let's quickly go ahead and craft up a bunch of this wool in preparation for making carpet. Not sure what colour carpet we're going to go for, so we'll leave it white for now. And let's show you what's going on the inside. Been away for so long now, I don't recognise a single thing on here. Oh yeah, last time you were a regular visitor to the streams, this world was very, very new, wasn't it? We hadn't even started the village, had we? I think maybe we got the paths down, but that was about as close as we got. Yeah, lots of exciting things. Excuse me again. Alright, this entrance isn't permanent. This is just for my convenience. Got tired of jumping up and down. What I think I might do, actually. Let's see if we can get a view of it here. Up. That little odd path coming off the side there. What if we extend that and brought it out all the way through here? Just right through the wall, made a tunnel or something. That'd be kind of convenient. We still have to loop around. We come up the path, go around there, loop around there, and come through here.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin!
Seems like a good idea.
Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Sienno Liberty Twitch. It's a very strange name to say. Welcome, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, I put the piston door in, and I hid the button behind the banner there. So we just go, boink, tap on the magic book. There's my zip. Oh, actually, we should actually put that back down so we can put the bed back inside. We don't really need that here at the moment. There we go. So yeah, we got the big feature window here, which at some point we will design a stained glass arrangement for. I just put the regular light grey glass in there for now, just for the sake of keeping things out that shouldn't be in. But yeah, we're going to find a design to sort of fit in there, and it'll probably be something abstract. I don't think we got quite the resolution to do a bit. Well, we could do a face or something, I suppose. We might have just enough to do a decent face. Something like that. But yeah, so I've cut away the sections of the two upper floors here, so we could get an unobstructed view of that window from further back. Otherwise it would have just looked awful. Oh, we get a cat. I guess this counts as part of the village. Huh. So yeah, a little staircase here. This isn't quite final either. I don't know what I'm going to do with the railing of this, but for the sake of getting up and down, it works. So yeah, up on the second floor here, or first floor, depending on where you are in the world. In Australia, we would call it the first floor, because it's above the ground floor. I think in America, you call the ground floor the first floor, because it is the first floor, which makes sense. Both ways make sense, which is unusual. That kind of language barrier thing. Both interpretations make sense. It is the first floor, but also the ground floor. That'll get you when you're traveling. In the hotels. Go down to the first floor. Nope, that's not where the lobby is. Yeah, using shaders. Not just shaders, Izzy, but ray tracing shaders. Oh, that's right. We need a bunch of glass. I want to glass in this roof here as well. Did a little bit of that over here. Let a bunch of light through the cavity there. Yeah, we need to glass this area up. So let's do this first. Let's glass up the top here. Let's check on my glass supplies. Yeah, the first two floors are going to be our main book floors. As you saw, there's not a lot of room for bookcases up on the top.
Oh boy. Oh, hey, pat on the back. Pat on the back for this guy.
Night Crusade. I gotta clear my throat for a second. Give it. Just throw some love down while I clear my throat. And I've got the gravel going. I'll do my radio DJ voice. How is everybody out there in Radio Land? I hope you're doing real well. Give it a sub. Do appreciate that. Romero, how you doing? We've got a bunch of old regulars dropping back in today we haven't seen in a few. Almost put in the wrong birth date when applying for my visa. Oh, that's right, you're coming to Australia, I forgot. Coming down for PAX, right? Yeah, I don't think you and I are going to be able to meet. Because it doesn't look like I would get to go to PAX this year. Someone I was approaching for a sponsorship kind of fell through. They couldn't make their budget work. And I just do not have the money to do it myself, so... Sadly, no PAX Australia for me this year by the looks of things. Unless something comes through at the ultra last minute. If any of my sisters and bros from various PR are lurking in the chat at the moment, if you've got any spare budget for PAX, let me know. Need about $1,000 for hotel and flights. About time I click that button. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is that just a money issue with PAX? Yeah, pretty much. Like my budget, my schedule is clear. Like I deliberately keep PAX clear just in case I do get, a sponsorship opportunity or something. But yeah, just didn't happen this year. And I'm not gonna sort of throw anyone under the bus and saying, oh, I was approaching so and so, but oh, hang on a sec. Is this gonna look weird? This is all slabbed. Let's do a section. Find out. Probably gonna look pretty cool actually, just having a drop ceiling kind of thing going on there. Yeah, I'm not sort of super heartbroken about having to miss PAX. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's one of the things I look forward to doing every year. I get to see a lot of people I don't normally see, but mostly it's upsetting because it's like the one time of year I'm guaranteed to be able to hang out with Ali, who's one of my oldest and bestest friends in the entire existence of the universe, or at least this instance of the universe. Because she lives in Melbourne. And I live in Sydney, and she almost never comes to Sydney, and when she does, she sometimes doesn't have time to see me. She's just moving through it or something, but yeah. PAX is usually when, I get about three and a half days, basically. Just hang out with Ali and a couple of other mutual friends we have. Ah, well. I'll get over it. I'll just play some Borderlands. I don't think there's anything particularly big being announced or shown off at PAX. I did get an invite to come play. They were doing some sort of press demo or something, or media demo of Control at, I think, I think it was Dell I got the email from. Dell people. I want to show off a bunch of their new laptops or something, I guess. With the RTX cards in them or something. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Can't really tell it's dropped. Yeah, I think we can keep going. Technically will not be booking until Monday. Have everything planned. Hotel I'm staying is right down the street from... Yeah, there's a bunch of hotels just near the exhibition centre. That's very much by design, because the exhibition centre is just sort of a very brief walk out of the CBD, basically, just across the river. And there's heaps of hotels to choose from. I don't know whether you want to say which one you're staying at on stream, but I've stayed at several of them that are around the centre, and they're all pretty good. There is one called the Enterprise, and the 2 times I've stayed there, it's been... I mean, it's a nice enough hotel, but there's been issues with, like, the shower pressure, and one time they messed up my booking and stuff. But it's very conveniently located. No matter how drunk I get, I can always find my way to it. Savoy. I stayed at the Savoy last year, actually. And the year before that, I think. Yeah, real nice hotel. Right across the way from the train/bus station. So if you get the bus in from the airport, which I do recommend you do, takes about 20 minutes, costs about $20. I think it's 36 for a 2-way, a return trip. And yeah, you'll get out on the big Southern Cross station. It's almost basically across the road. Super easy to find. Yeah, I like the Savoy. There's another one called Vive, or Vibe, I think, somewhere. Or is that the same one? Is it Vibe Savoy? I think it might be the same one. Actually, I think I do... Actually, when I bring out the bed so I can just take a nap here real quick. I might have put the bed away prematurely. No, I didn't get the iPad sorted. The iPad's going to be a while. Nowhere close to having the budget or justification for replacing the iPad at the moment. So yeah, it's probably not going to be until next year I get to replace the iPad. I'll struggle on somehow with my iPhone in the meantime. Squinting at the tiny screen while I'm lying in bed. That's the plan. Thanks, you guys. Yeah. I always take the shuttle bus in from the airport. It's not the most scenic ride. Most of it's just on the highway, and you don't get to see very much interesting along the way. So make sure your phone is charged so you've got something interesting to look at while you ride in. I like Brisbane better for that. Brisbane's got a dedicated airport train. Sydney has a semi-dedicated airport train. Still need to grow some Australian currency, but I'm pretty sure you can do that at a bank here in the US. Yeah. You'll be able to do it at the US, you'll be able to do it at the airport on either end. But yeah, any bank, pretty much, currency exchange, easy peasy. And Australian currency shouldn't be hard to get. That looks pretty good, all smoked up like that. Yeah. Might do something here. Knock out some of that glass and put a little chandelier or something, maybe? I don't know. Gotta say, I really enjoyed your video on the papering little fine printer. Yeah. Right back there. There we go. Nifty little thing. I figure next time we do a special stream, like for a charity or something, we could use this as one of the gimmicks. Like anyone who donates gets a little name or avatar or something printed out and stuck on a corkboard or something ridiculous like that. I don't know. I'm gonna keep hold of it though. So it is quite a bit more practical than the other little printer I had. I don't know what I did with that. I did go looking for it when I went to make the video for comparison's sake, but couldn't find it. I might have thrown it away. So not looking forward to the plane flight. Yeah, the plane flight from America to Australia is one of the more brutal trips you'll do. I'm pretty good on planes. I normally don't have an issue. I can sleep easy enough on a plane. I always make sure I've got my iPad with me with plenty of stuff on it to watch if there's nothing good on in-flight. But yeah, you're going to feel pretty greasy and grotty at the other end. You know, you'll have a 16 to 20 hours worth of travel on you. So the first thing you should do when you get back to the hotel is head straight for the shower and have a nice deep scrub. That's what I always do. Makes you feel a million times better. Oh, let's see it from here. Do I? Missed it. Who are you flying? Are you flying Qantas? If you're not flying Qantas, you really should fly Qantas. They're not the cheapest, but it is by a wide margin the most pleasant way to fly internationally. Even domestically, I always fly Qantas when I get the choice. Never had an issue with Qantas. Never screwed up my luggage. Never had a customer service issue. The food is surprisingly good. And not just for, it's good for an airplane, but just decent food all around. Oh, can't even see it from up here. All right then. I can't get to Blag's head anymore, can I? I kind of wanted to look down on it. Maybe we should build a scaffolding platform to have a down on the library. Did you buy an iPhone outright? The last one I did. This time, I don't know whether I can. I'm still waiting to be paid from an invoice. I'm actually overdue on my rent right now, so I'm getting daily emails from my real estate agent because people who owe me money haven't been paying me. They said that it was going to go in on Friday, but it hasn't arrived yet. It's starting to really fucking stress me out, if I've got to be honest with you guys. But once that comes through, I don't know whether I'm going to have the budget for an outright phone, but I am out of contract at the moment, so I could just add a phone as a payment option to my existing plan. Having people your money's not fun? No, it's really not. And it's not like these are fly-by-night people either. It's again, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but you know, it's a significant worldwide brand who I did some work for a little while back. Just waiting for them to pay me has been unpleasant. Really hope the money arrives on Monday, otherwise I'm really screwed. I might even be kicked out of this place if it doesn't happen. I don't know. Like I said, stressful. Try not to think about it. Nothing I can do about it. No point worrying. Stressing about it. Can't change the situation. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the cutaway there. I think we just might square this off, actually. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Not that we're going to see it from this angle very often, but still. I'm going to leave it for now. I'll see if it bothers me from inside. Pretty happy with how it's coming out, though. It was kind of a pain in the ass to build. Luckily, I was just watching a bunch of video podcasty type stuff. I was doing it, so it wasn't annoying me that much. A couple of fiddly places and a couple of things I measured wrong. Had to, break down and rebuild. Yeah, you're stuck there permanently now, aren't you? So we have a roof golem over there stuck in the roof. Now we have a pond golem. So, oh no, he might be able to get out this way if his pathing is smart enough. But I've got a funny feeling he's just in there permanently now. trying to build a Sphinx. Yeah, but Sphinx is one of the things I've always had in the back of my mind as well. Seems like a fun idea. Alright, I'm just thinking about carpet colours. Red always looks good. Especially in a library. So you've got all these warm colours of the books. Although, in this texture pack... I wonder if we go magenta. Might be a bit intense. I think we go red. Red with like a yellow border. Again, very, very similar to the carpet we did in the Switch Edition library. But I really did like how that came out. No, unfortunately we can't do paisley. Well, I mean, we could do a tile floor with terracotta, I suppose. Then have to rip out the entire floor and replace it with terracotta. And I don't really love the way terracotta looks in Minecraft anyway. Also, tile floor in a library sounds like a bad plan. You want carpet to deaden the sound. Also, the secondary reason why I want carpet is because then we won't have to have torches everywhere. Because the carpet will stop spawns. So it can be nice and moody in there, and we can only have lights where we want lights. Yeah, let's do a little batch of red carpet, see how we feel. We'll take some bookcases with us too. Start getting a feel for how we want to lay this out. I almost feel like I want to do the bookcases like I've done here as well, with a little step up on them as well. So let's grab some polished andesite. Yeah, let's try some polished andesite. And thank you, by the way, for the bits, T-Dog. 46 of them. 46 subway bits. So we get bonus bits from that. Where am I doing? Where am I going? I'm going to this. No, not this. There we go. Excuse me? Oh. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. Batch of red. So. Alright, let's do a nap first. Let's do a nap. Oh, hello there. Flufuk. Fluffuck. Is that how you say your name? Hello there. Decent McDonald's coffee this morning. Right. Yeah, let's clear an area over here. Do I have... Where did I leave my shulker box? Lucas, how you doing? Thank you for the host. Gonna make for 28 hours. Yowza. By choice or by insomnia? Or are you just totally addicted to Borderlands 3 right now like I am? It only came out 2 days ago, right? I've already played 25 hours. So we streamed 4 or 5 hours the first day, about 6 hours, no, 7 hours yesterday. Plus I played it off stream. So I've already played for 25 hours. Didn't think that game would grab me the way it did. I was a bit dubious about it. But yeah, I'm starting to realize why people praise that game. It really is just very fun gunplay. And the RPG type stuff is good. Not great, but good. What the? Oh, jeez. I forgot I took out the torches. And apparently, I still have mob sounds turned off from when I was at the mob farm. So, let's be mindful of a possible creeper who's going to undo a bunch of my work. Negro okay. Insomnia. Yeah, it sucks. My insomnia's been decent recently. I haven't been sleeping very long, but I'm getting a decent quality of sleep. So I'm being properly rested, even though I'm still only getting maybe 4 or 5 hours. Just do all red for the moment, but I feel like we're going to have a yellow border probably coming around this level. Wish Couple can do that. Right, so yeah, if we have the yellow there, let's do just mark that by that. So we'll have a yellow strip there. Come it around like that. So I'm going to step in. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to space the shelves at the moment. That's what I'm doing here. So if we do... Yeah. So we have a two gap of red there, the yellow border, 2 there. We'll shelf it out. I usually go 3 high. Let's try 2, seeing as we're doing that bottom level as well. Okay. Actually, don't mind that. Let's try it with the stairs. Oh, we're getting that weird light glitch again. It's been about a month since this shadow's been updated. I feel like we should be due for an update sometime soon. Oh no, that looks too bulky, doesn't it? That's too much. We could maybe get away with doing that against the walls. On the front here, between the windows. Not here. Wish that you place stuff on carpet like crafting sessions? Yeah. Carpet's always just kind of getting in the way sometimes. Where's that light coming from? Oh, it's that corner right there. Ray tracing. I can't put it on slabs, unfortunately. I would love to be able to put bookshelves on slabs. But no. Just like you can't put two different kinds of slabs on top of each other. Same thing is true of a full block of books. Let's do another one of just a standard stack of 3 and see how we feel. Oh, I'm out of red carpet already. Damn. Alright, so we can do a gap of 2. We do a gap of 3. Suk-chan. I don't know. On the one hand, this gives us a bit more economy of bookshelf. It's also different from how we usually build, which is alright too. On the other hand, it does look just too tall, doesn't it? I could cheat a little bit and go into my texture pack and manually edit the polished andesite, which I never use elsewhere anyway, and make it look like half a bookshelf sitting on a slab. Just texture it that way. Would not be a bad idea around it, actually. The Epic Game Store is more lacking than the Switch eShop. Has it negatively impacted BL3 too much? No. And that's why they can get away with some of the stuff that they do. Because, I mean, as big of a stink as people make, and they jump up and down, they screech about the Epic Store and how much it sucks, they still use it. They still buy the games. So that's why the complaints always fall on deaf ears. Too few people are angry enough about it to stand by their ideals. I don't mind the Epic Game Store, or the app, or the front end, or whatever you want to call it. I have no big problem with it. Oh, but you can't use the shopping cart. Well, how often do you buy more than one game at a time anyway? I mean, when there's a big sale, maybe. Other than that. Oh, but there's no built-in reviews. Well, it's an online digital storefront. If you can't find reviews any other way, then maybe you should learn how to use the internet. There are plenty of reviews out there. Just because they're not in the same place as the games are doesn't make it irrelevant. So dumb. Steam's forums are full of toxic idiots anyway. Not being able to sort is an issue, yeah. Not being able to just go by category. Show me all the RPG games. Shit like that. Then again, there's not that many games on the Epic Store at the moment, so you don't really need that. You don't have a desperate need for being able to sort through them at the moment. But it definitely needs one sooner or later. I often have two. Yeah, there's the free games going on thing as well. I like that about the Epic Store. In fact, I haven't redeemed a free game in a while. I should remember to do that. I've got no idea how I feel about this, guys. Maybe I should try a different block on the bottom. But yeah, there's a lot of screechiness about the Epic Games Store that I feel like is screechiness just for the sake of screechiness. Really nitpicky stuff. It's like, well, yeah. It's like that review thing. I always hear that. Well, they don't have user reviews on the Steam store. How are you supposed to know if you're going to get ripped off? Well, you just look for reviews elsewhere, idiot. Type in the name of the game and the word review into google.com and you'll find an endless source of opinions about a video game. We live in 2019. If you can't find more than 3 opinions on a video game, then you don't know how to use the internet at all. What are you doing? Plus, with the whole review bombing thing that happens on Steam, and it's happening more and more often. Lately, you know, anytime a publisher, not even the developer, but every time a publisher does something shitty, people review bomb the game. So you're not getting a proper opinion of the game anyway. Well, this game's only rated, people hate it. It's got thumbs down for the last month. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the game. It's just the publisher did something shitty on a different kind of game somewhere else that hasn't released yet. So the only place people get angry about it are review bombing. It makes it useless anyway. So yeah, I would rather Epic don't have built-in reviews or forums and stuff like that. Just keep it as clean as possible, thank you. I could try the chiseled stone. I kind of feel like I'm not going to like it though. These away, definitely going to need like those. Don't want bricks because we've got bricks around the outside of the building anyway. Don't feel like concrete's the plan. Sandstone's definitely out. Ooh, here's a thought. Let's make some red concrete. What if we make it look like the carpet is folding up the side of the shelf? I mean, we could use a wool block for that, but I never really loved the texture of the wool block. So let's try. Keep forgetting I didn't put a crafting station in here, did I? We should get around to doing that. Go zoo. Alright, Skullkid. Hope you get a good night's sleep. Oh, wait, you have to dye the concrete as you're making it, don't you? Can't just dye the... Damn it. Forgot about that. Okay. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Gravel. Sand. There we go. All right, let's try the concrete now. Anya, how you doing? I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, no, that definitely doesn't work. And it's because the color is too similar to the edge of the room, I've just realized from that far back. That's what I don't like about it. Blends too much. That doesn't look right. Wrong texture mismatch. So let's not. I was gonna turn this into regular concrete, but I just realized I'd wash away a bunch of my lighting if I did that right there. Do for an experiment. Hurry up, water. It's just maybe it's like going slower than usual. Ooh, that's closer. Alright, and reveal. No. Don't like it. else did I bring with me? I don't know, guys. I'm at one of those moments where I'm just sort of stuck on design thoughts. Hovering bookcases. That's it. Problem solved. I don't think plank's the way to go, but maybe stripped oak? Hold up, YouTube channel is 13 years old. More than that. It's got to be close to the 15 by now. Hang on a sec. What was it? Was it 2007? Or 5? Yeah, something like that anyway. I'm OG, son. Nope. Okay. Wood boxes. Let's see what we got going on. Definitely not. Yeah. I feel like oak might be the answer. Just in case. No. 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 Did not know. Let's try the oak. Is he super G? Oh yeah. March 2006. There you go. March of 2006. West 14. Yeah, I figured it was. It was somewhere around there. There are potentially people watching my channel today that weren't even alive when I posted my first videos. Holy crap!
Numbers be damned. This is where heroes are made.
Not sure what that means exactly. Are you calling me a hero, even though I have relatively small viewership on Twitch? That's why I'm choosing to interpret it. Thank you very much, though, for your ridiculous 500 bucks? This better not be an elaborate scam. I mean, I know you've been around for a while here. Even though you only subscribed today, I've lost the ability to speak. Done it to me. Well, thank you very much. If at all possible, I will actually put that towards PAX trip. That goes a significant chunk of the way to making that actually possible. What the hell are we got to do in the graveyard for that? I don't have a tier. Only have a 50 tier. What are we gonna do? Give you... I guess we could just give you 10
Hey,
diamond
pat
blocks.
on the back. Pat on the back for this guy.
Oh, we should sleep first, otherwise we're gonna get ambushed. So scared. Well, I mean... It's not that I want to spit in the face of generosity, but... It's very rare when you ask a scammer, is this some sort of trick or a scam? It's very rare that they go, oh, you got me! You got me! That's a scam. How about going get some endstone? Because endstone's ugly. I don't want to put an ugly block on the gravestone. Purple is not a bad idea. Let's make Purple the $100 tier, and we'll do 5 of those. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it up to Night Crusade. What do you want? You want a buttload of diamond blocks, or you want me to go get some Purple for you? Oh, yeah, I thought so. I was going to say, you've donated before, I'm sure of it. And you are right there. What do you reckon? Purpler, diamond block. Oh, thank you, Bitwise Gaming, by the way, for the sandwich bits, sub bits. For those who don't know, if you cheer and use the special sub bit thing, I'm sure Twitch probably tells you about this in the overlay. There's like a 10% bonus on top of that. So he cheered 400, but actually get 440 bits. So $4.40 instead of $4 for that. Just so you know. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it doesn't cost you anything extra. It gives me slightly extra. Plus, there's a cute little animated sandwich. I'll leave it in your hands. Some new blocks would look nice. New blocks it is then. Purple. We'll make you stand out. I think I've got a stack of purple. Normally for the graveyard, we don't use stuff I've mined for what should be obvious reasons, because I couldn't get that much diamond even if I wanted to. In this instance, I'll just snatch up some purple. Should have some in a box there somewhere. Pretty sure I brought some back with me. Otherwise, we might be on an adventure here. Where would I have put it, do you reckon? There we go. Can you stack the flowers? Oh, can't even put the flowers down. They're just for crafting. Pillar. I think we go for the block. The pillars look a bit weird. Not in love with the pillar. We use the block. So we got like 5 of those. We'll make that 100 each. And you get a... I'm going to put one of these on your grave there somewhere as well, because it's special. I don't know. Maybe. Might look a bit weird. Take it with me. It's not 500, haha, but I have the sub. Sub is always good. Thank you very much. For 17 months, by the way. I missed that coming through and all the excitement. Yeah, let's slam down some love there, by the way. Vicon. Prime sub, 17 months worth. Oops, went too far. Oh, I'm going to need to grab some scaffolding, otherwise I'm not going to reach. Actually just got my monthly Twitch payout last night for the sub and the cheers and stuff, which meant actually ironically enough I actually got some Subway sandwiches last night from Uber Eats, because I got just my Twitch pay goes straight into PayPal, and I can use PayPal to go straight to Uber Eats. So I treated myself to a meatball sub last night. It was delicious. 1, 2, 3, 500! I don't know. I'm going to see camera. There. Oh. Okay, so the end rod's a bit broken in either the texture pack and or the shader, so let's not do that for now. Worth a shot. That's interesting. Oh yeah, it's super broken. That they just remind me as well. Wait, hang on a sec. How do I have one left? Right. You know what that was? That was like 7 years worth of muscle memory from counting out the Tower of Pimps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doink. No, but well, maybe some Borderlands 3 this afternoon. But I mean, I did play some Borderlands 3 before I started streaming. I would be quite happy to stream it today as well. But Minecraft stuff needs to be done. And the Minecraft streams are, generally speaking, one of the more popular streams I do. And we have people who come to the stream and in fact subscribe to the stream specifically because they like the Minecraft stuff, so... No, it's not like I'm forcing myself to play Minecraft just because. I never want to be that type of streamer. That's why I do variety. If I was just chasing numbers, I would just do Fortnite or whatever, you know? Or just become a World of Warcraft stream specialist or whatever. But I do love Minecraft. And I do have to try and make the effort to do it, at least on a regular Minecraft Sunday thing, so the people who like this don't miss out. Speaking of missing out, I have a bunch of Minecraft stuff to upload as well, previously recorded streams. What am I doing here? Oh, right. The logs. That's what I was doing. Where I got distracted by the vast and crippling generosity. Sorry, I'm just examining that sentence I just said. Vast and crippling generosity. What does that even mean? Of Night Crusade. I did cripple my ability to speak for a few moments there. Well, that's what it means. I mean, up in the air about buying looks the same as the first two games. I think it pretty much is. I mean, it's been refined. I never played the first two games, so I've got no frame of reference. But from what I've heard, the map is better, the interface is a bit better. The gunplay is a bit more higher paced and smoother and more enjoyable. So if you like the first games, this isn't a complete departure. It's just more of the same, but more of the same with better polish. I'm quite enjoying it as a first-time Borderlands player. I think this is the way to go, guys. I like the subtle little... I like the way the darkened edges of the logs meet with the edges of the framework there. Let's go back and have a look. Yeah. Comes off the walls, matches that. Once we get all the red carpet in, it'll look nice and punchy. I think this is the way we do it. We could also use the front surface to put a frame. Actually, no, we can't because the carpet will sit there. I was going to say we could put a frame with an item in it or something down there for trying to indicate the type of books that are in that stack or something. Fish for books about fishing. We'd have to move the carpet and do something there. We could always take the carpet out and put a wool block down. We'd have a little step. I don't know. But I think this is the way I want the shelves to look, guys. The only thing I want to try now is maybe put a set of slabs on top to balance it out. Is the new Minecraft topic? I don't think we have a date for that yet, Joe. I don't think there is a date for the RTX Ray Traced Minecraft Bedrock version thingy mabob doodler. I'm not sure whether we should expect... I mean, you'd have to imagine we get it by the end of the year. I wonder if they'll be... Ooh, there's a thought. I wonder if they're going to be demoing that at PAX Australia. Because they demoed it at E3. They let people have proper demos of it at E3. I don't think Minecraft even has any local people. Like a local PR team or something. I might try reaching out. Maybe Nvidia will have it at their booth. It's been a while since I've had a conversation with the Nvidia people anyway. What am I doing here? What am I looking for? Got no slabs. Oak. Oh, night time's coming. Better do a nap. When Ubuntu was playing it yesterday, I was lurking, playing 2. It seemed about the same, a bit more polished. Monty's a better PC than me. This looks just as good. Yeah, I mean, between the two different types of ray tracing, I think the Nvidia one's a little more polished than this is, though, because this is still experimental, but at least what they showed off. But the thing with the RTX one is, this is a shader for the Java version. Nvidia's official RTX Minecraft shader will be for the Bedrock edition. So the Windows 10 edition, basically. It's going to be a lot more efficient, because it is using the tensor cores, the RTX cores, to do all the ray tracing in hardware, which makes it a lot more efficient. So this PC, for example, that I'm running this on, Ryzen 5 2600 teamed up with I've got a 1080 in there at the moment. I've been swapping it around the last few days to do other stuff. And it'll crush Minecraft. Hundreds of frames a second. With this shader on, because it uses the CPU to do the brute forcing of the ray tracing, I get about 30 frames a second. With the RTX thing, though, it's a lot more efficient by design. It's the whole point of it. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. And of course, Bedrock is more efficient by design of its own right. So the draw distance should be a lot longer as well. I've restricted this down to, I think I've got it set at 8 at the moment. No, 12. Just to make sure the frame rate's nice and stable. I normally play at 16, at least. Not sure about this one, guys. Let's do them side by side. Are there any reps? Yeah, Microsoft usually has a booth, but the Microsoft booth is usually Xbox peeps, which are not quite the same peeps as Microsoft's, and not quite the same peeps as the Mojang section of Microsoft. So I've got no idea how that breaks down locally speaking. So I've never known Minecraft to do a dedicated booth or any dedicated PR in Australia or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure whether they've even got peeps. The only time I ever saw Minecraft being showcased at a Microsoft booth might have even been before Microsoft bought them. They were showing off the VR mod, like the community VR mod. For Minecraft when the HTC Vive first came out. And I think I saw it at the Xbox booth when the console editions were first launching for that. But that's about it. I don't know about this. Another decision. Oh yeah, they might do it at Minecon as well. You're right. That's coming up real soon, isn't it? Is that September? Or October? November? Forget. was an EB the other day. Reside in Sydney, by the way. Price of anything is RRP, but if you ask to match the price, yeah. EB normally will match the price. So long as the shop you're matching to is in the same sort of general location. Sometimes they say it has to be in the same shopping centre. Depends on who you talk to. And they have to have it in stock usually. Depends on how picky they want to be. But yeah, you do have to ask them to match the price. And as an RTX, doesn't think dynamic lighting is as good as some people make it out to be. It depends on the game. There are different implementations of it. Some games do a little bit, some games do go full on. Control, for example, basically uses the full range of options available, apparently. I haven't played it, haven't looked at it myself yet, but yeah. Yeah, it can make a difference. Sometimes it's subtler than others. I certainly like having ray tracing in Minecraft. It does some really nice stuff. Flying with United. Ooh. Yeah, United's okay. I've flown Sydney to LA once on United. And that was because it was a sponsored thing and the brand, or the PR people I was dealing with, booked the flights for me. Because they had like a corporate account or something, I guess. So they didn't bother asking. Yeah, United's not bad. The food's terrible. So yeah, take some snacks. Take a little bag of cookies or jerky or something. I don't know. Food is not great on United. But the seats were comfortable enough and the in-flight entertainment was fine. It's always a good idea to take snacks anyway when you're flying long-haul international. I normally take a little bag of lollies or something, just for a little sugar hit every now and again if I need it. Wish it was already March. Every Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer makes you... Actually, you probably caught this already being a fan. But I caught the news this morning, or last night I think it might have been, that it's now being confirmed that there will be an alternate mode, so you can go back to fully turn-based battle if you're a fan of the classic version of the combat. So you don't have to do that hybrid battle mechanic stuff, where it's not quite turn-based and not quite live action, or not quite ARPG style. So you can go fully turn-based if you want. Which I think a lot of hardcore fans will be very pleased to hear. I'm coming around on it. Now seeing two side by side like that, I think it looks better. This one on its own looked weird for some reason, but yeah, we'll definitely do it this way. Alright, next step. Let's figure out the spacing. Pretty good with 3 gaps in between them. I'd do a bigger gap here. Put a bunch of tables or something here for people to read through. Alright, so where are we lined up on that one? Right at the edge. There? No. How are we feeling about that depth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7's about right. Gives us odds to work with if in case we want to do a middly one. Yeah. Alright, let's get a few stacks going. All flight food isn't good. Actually, we were just talking about this just before you came in, actually, Bitwise. I was saying Qantas. The meals on Qantas are actually really good. And not just good for airplane food, but good food. I mean, if I got served that food at a, you know, an affordable restaurant or something, I'd be perfectly happy with it. It's tasty, good portions. Yeah, Qantas do a good job. Okay, if Qantas ever knocked on my door and said, "Hey, you wanna..." Why would Qantas sponsor me? Oh, maybe if I was doing a bunch of travel vlogs. Yeah, if Qantas came to me and said, hey, you want to do a bunch of travel vlogs? Free flights, anywhere you want to go. Just talk about how good we are when you land and stuff. I would totally take Qantas money. No qualms. Just like how Pokemon is still turn-based. Yeah. I mean, that's... Sorry, trying to form a sentence here. I don't know whether they could ever get away with just making Pokemon not turn-based. I mean, they have in spin-off games. Pokken Tournament, for example, I guess. Alright, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you feeling about that for a gap size between shelves? That feels pretty good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think the fandom of Pokemon would freak out if they made a mainstream game that just didn't have turn-based combat. So the whole rock, paper, scissors kind of thing of it all is the point of Pokemon. Actually, the new mobile game. What do they get? Masters? Pokemon Masters, right? That's not turn-based. That's got this kind of weird kind of hybrid system that's not quite turn-based, but not quite fully ARPG either. And it sucks. I tried the game for like 45 minutes and I'm just like, this is shit. Just gave up on it instantly. I think I've still got it installed, but yeah, no intention of going back to it. It's just shite. Neverfly Jet... No, Jetstar's crap. Jetstar have lost my luggage on 2 separate occasions. After the second time, I vowed never to fly with them again, because they were just real shit about it too. Like customer service-wise, trying to find my luggage and get it back to me. It bounced back and forth no less than 3 times. Like I was flying from, I think it was Brisbane to Launceston at the time. So my luggage first went to Sydney, then back to Brisbane, then down to Melbourne, then back to Brisbane, then finally to Launceston. It was such a clusterfuck. I was so angry. Because of course it had a bunch of my camera gear in the bags, including I think the hard drives. No, I had the hard drives with me on my carry-on. There was something important in the luggage that I needed to actually get my shit done. But yeah, basically put me out of service for almost a week. Never again. Changed the way I packed and never flew Jetstar again after that. Of course, these days I have enough reserve gear, so... But back then, I was very limited on gear. Might have been my microphones, actually. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm liking the way this stack's coming together. And the slimes up top here, I've just realised, are also going to stop spawns on top of the bookcases, which is a nice little bonus. Alright. Ooh, skellies. Are they upstairs or are they outside? We better do a sweep. Oh, yep. Dark spot over here somewhere. How the hell did you manage to spawn? There's torches everywhere. Maybe here, actually. just that spot, obviously. That spot is outside, that's fine. Alright, let's get back to work. I think we're safe enough. Missed it. Right, so let's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Leave a 2 gap in the middle there. Is that gonna be weird? Yeah, if we're working on evens there, what if we like a double shelf down the middle? Yeah. How's Bunty's WoW Classic? I actually haven't gone back to WoW Classic in about a week. I went, had a period, a few days there where I, you know, the manic depression swang down in the depression angle. More severely than it has done in quite some time. I was basically out of action for most of a week. I just didn't feel like playing. And when I started to feel better, I realized that as much as I enjoy it, and I do still enjoy it, there's nothing I don't really enjoy about it. It's such a huge time sink that I think it might be better if I just don't. I'm uncertain about whether or not I'm going to go back to it. I've got Borderlands 3. I'm playing Dauntless again. Dauntless is getting a 1.0 release at the end of this month. So I'm going to be making some videos about that maybe, I think. I've been playing Dauntless again as well for the last week or so. At least up until the last couple of days where I've been playing Borderlands on an evening instead. Then there's Zelda. It's the new Pokemon game. There's The Outer Worlds. So there's a lot of games coming through that are either easier, less time intensive ever games like Dauntless. I can just keep playing and playing and playing for as little as long as I like. Mixed in with a whole bunch of finite games. I am out of shelves. Didn't realize I was out of bookshelves. So yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I've got room for World of Warcraft Classic. I'm super glad I gave it a go. I had a lot of fun with it. But I've got a funny feeling I might just be done. I don't feel a strong pull to go back to it. It's just too grindy. And I like, you guys know me, I like grind, but the balance isn't quite there to justify that in amongst all the other games. You know, the people who do play WoW tend to just stick to that game, whereas I got other stuff. Alright, let's do a bit of cleaning here. Let's put some of this white wool away until we need more of it. Concrete doesn't go there. Concrete goes here. Keep the scaffolding just in case. Get the end rod away. I think we're done with glass for now. Okay. Let's make some books. Guess it doesn't matter. Don't Need those until I'm ready to make bookshelves. Idiot. Make the books first. Oh dear. Sugarcane. Hopefully that's been going. How strongly has it been going? Oh. This has slowed right down. Why? Seems like it's still firing. Is it still collecting properly? I might have to check on that. For now though, it should be plenty to keep us going. Looking forward to the Switch release of Dualness. Yeah, we still don't have a date for that, but hopefully it's not following too far behind the 1.0 release. They might be holding it off deliberately so they get a double whammy in hype. So they get sort of one load of hype when they go to 1.0 and another load of hype when it goes to Switch. Probably the smarter way to do things from a PR standpoint. So they can pump it twice. But yeah, Switch version is going to be real nice. I mean, I'm still going to play most of it on the PC because I've got a ridiculously powerful PC and it's going to look and run smoother on that than the Switch, obviously. I get 60 frames a second for a start. But being able to play it handheld while I'm watching TV or something, curled up in bed, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, with the 1.0 update, they're also bringing... Oh, really? Is that all I got? Damn. They're also bringing out a new weapon. Big boxing glove things. Gauntlets, I think they're calling them. That seem like they could be right up my alley. So I do like that up-close combat. Even when I'm using the dualies, I'm normally right up in the business. Because they work the best when you're close anyway. Because you get your empowered recharge when you're close with the dualies as well. Man, I can't believe we've got so few books. We definitely need to do something about that sugarcane situation. I wish there was another way to get paper. Like when you strip a log, maybe you could turn the bark into paper. Not that they drop bark, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what are we doing here? We got enough to keep going. Slim Jim, how you doing? Can't stick to one game, usually hop around. Yeah, I've normally got, you know, 2, maybe 3 games on the go. I mean, Minecraft here is kind of a never game in its own right. I'm playing this about once a week at least for what, 7 years now, and still more than happy. As you can see, still enjoying the vanilla experience. Haven't had to resort to mod packs to keep the interest going yet, especially recently, because every update they add more and more interesting stuff these days. Yeah, looks pretty good. The lighting's a bit weird right now, but it looks pretty good. Alright, let's carpet up that whole section and see how we feel. I'm gonna order a new phone on Amazon P soon. Decided what you're gonna get? Do Amazon even sell iPhones? Or just do the various Android ones? I know you can't get an Apple TV on Amazon. Because Amazon have competing products. Alright, let's just use... Nope. Nope. I thought I put a bar around here somewhere for... There we go, we use that. Let's just stash a bunch of this for the moment so we can make a whole bunch of carpet all at once. Excuse me. Man, my throat's not doing me any favors today. Batch of yellow. Let's go get some more red. Samsung S10 Plus. Fair enough. That would have been one of my guesses. Popular phones, the Samsungs. Actually, no, let's do another batch of yellow. New recipes unlocked. Why? Already knew how to make banners and carpet. Why did that unlock just then? That was weird. My recipe book has always been buggy for me. Bunch of yellow. A bunch of red. Sorry, I'm just stopping to admire the stained glass on the floor again. I just love it so much. You should check out FTB Academy. Been playing. What's FTB Academy? Never heard of it. Oh, FTB Feed the Beast. Sorry, I kept reading and saw Minecraft. I thought in context Feed the Beast. What's Academy do? Never heard of that one. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I don't have to wait for the sunset because I can just do this because I'm a little data pack. I have a killer deal right now where you get any of the new S series on notes. You get those Galaxy Buds and a power kit with charging stuff for free. Nice. Yeah, I tried the I've got them here somewhere. Just move them. I tried the Apple Buds, AirPods. They sound pretty good. They didn't fit my ears properly though. My right ear has never been a perfect home for earbuds. Because I had that ear pinned back when I was 3 or 4. Because when I was born, it was like sticking out like a car door. So I had cosmetic surgery on my ear to pin it back. And I don't know whether it was cause of that or whatever it was. Had one ear sticking out in the first place. Whatever genetic abnormality caused that to begin with. My ears are slightly different shapes as far as earbuds go, so I've never been able to wear certain types of earbuds. Usually the smooth ones, like Apple's. The ones that have rubberized tips or silicone tips or the foam, things like that, they're normally alright. But Apple's regular earbuds, not so much. And their AirPods, they fit okay-ish, but I'm always adjusting the right one. So it always starts sliding out. But those the Sennheisers that I got and did the video about a couple months ago, whatever it was. There we go. These guys. Are they the Momentums? What do you call them again? Yeah, the Momentum. These fit brilliantly. These are fantastic. They sound so much better than Apple's as well. They bloody should for the price. I got sent these for free for the review. But they're damn worth it. It's like all of Sennheiser's stuff, really. Price is significant compared to some other alternatives, but Jesus Christ, it's worth it when you hear what they sound like. These sound amazing. I've never heard a set of earbuds sound as good as these. These outclass a lot of headphones, like full-on headphones. Outclass these by a long shot, as far as sound quality goes, and the depth and richness of the frequency response and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, they fit my ear real nice. I've worn those for hours and hours and hours without having to bother with them too much. Yeah, you'll stick with that one. Might switch the yellow out for white and see how it looks at some point, but I kind of like the yellow. We can do that at some other point. So we've got a bunch of this stuff done. See if we can get an impression about how this place is going to look in general. I couldn't tell you how much they are off the top of my head. If you Google for them real quick, you'll find them. But yeah, they're one of those things that I would often call an investment. Like they are expensive for what most people are prepared to spend on an earphone. But if you care about sound quality, and build quality and things like that, that Sennheiser are known for, yeah. If I'd spent cash on those, I don't think I would feel any buyer's remorse at all. Because they sound so just brain-stompingly good. We might want to do some undercarpet lighting. Oh, here's a thought. I wonder if I could overhang the top of these a bit and hang a lantern from the end. That could look kind of cool. Yeah, we'll try that once we get our materials back in our pockets. I'll do the underlighting thing through the middle here as well.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Thank you much, Avery. 13 months in a row already for you. Bloody hell. It's like just a couple of months ago I was saying thank you for your first sub. Bloody hell, that flew. A baker's dozen! Throw some love down in the chat, please, people, for a baker's dozen worth of subs. Sennheiser Momentum 286. The price, I thought they were closer to 300 last time. When I did the review, I think they were 300-ish. Seems like the price has come down. 286, yeah. And I would consider that good value. Don't know whether you saw. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way, but I want to. This is how impressed I am with them. I can't stop talking about them. The case is real nice too. This isn't plastic. It's tough to tell on the camera because I can't. It's not autofocusing. But that's fabric, so it feels really classy as well. It's nice. It's real nice. It's luxury. I mean, Sennheiser do the momentum branding for Sennheiser is very much a luxury lifestyle brand. Actually, they just released a new model of their over-ear Momentums as well. And I used to have a corded version of those years back. Not the cup ones, but the ones that sit on your ear. on-ear ones instead of over-ear. They were amazing too. Love those. Eventually wore them out. Basically because I wasn't taking as good care of them as I should have. Because I wasn't... When I would throw them in my bag or something, I wouldn't put them in a little protected pouch. I just throw them in. So I eventually did too much wear and tear damage. But they lasted for 3 or 4 years, even with that kind of abuse. Which is impressive in its own right, really. I'm in the need of a good pair of headphones. Turtle Beach, yeah, I said Turtle Beach, you're horrible. I've told this story before on stream, but Turtle Beach used to send me stuff. Like their PR people used to send me stuff for review. And you may know, if you've been watching my channel for long enough, I have never reviewed a piece of Turtle Beach gear on my channel. And want to know why? Because everything they ever sent me to review has been so shit, the video would just be me saying, these are shit, don't buy them. And I'd rather not make a video like that, because I would rather make videos about stuff that are worth buying. I don't want to make you sit through a 5 to 10 minutes of video review on a pair of headphones just to find out they're too shit to bother spending your money on. Why would I want you to spend your time listening to a review about something that I don't even recommend you spend your money on? So when I get sent shit products, I normally just ignore it and don't do a video at all. Instead of doing a hate video where I just... You know those people who just make videos just so they can say stuff as shit? I don't want to be that guy. It's not useful. It might be entertaining if you do it good enough. It's not useful. But yeah, the headphones, the microphones. I think they sent me one of the little mixer things. Was that them? Yeah. Every Turtle Beach thing that's ever touched my desk has been too shit to bother making a video about. I do not recommend them. They are the exact opposite of Sennheiser. Sennheiser can barely do any wrong in my mind and heart. Turtle Beach is the precise opposite. I wouldn't buy this shit at half price. I have no... honest to God, I don't know how Turtle Beach stay in business. Good marketing, I guess. Selling to idiot kids who don't know any better. No offense, Anya. Where did I put my stuff? Here it is. Alright, let's grab some of those. Lanterns. Alright, let's go see how this looks. But first, nap time. Good to see a magnetic latch cache that works, not just gimmick. Yeah, that's the other thing about that. And they... Hashtag not an ad. The case, you know, it's not a super duper strong magnet, but I've never had it come undone into my pocket. Midwest! 1,000 bits, thank you very much. 100 bonus bits, because he used the sub bits too. Thank you! Thank you! But yeah, the earbuds magnetically attached in there as well, of course, as well. So they can just... I was trying to be impressive there, but I was all kilter. So yeah, they just a bunch of... I need to vacuum. There's a bunch of hair in the corner of my desk back there. Dust bunnies. But yeah, the magnetic latching for the case and the locating for the charging is all perfectly balanced. It's almost like Sennheiser give a shit. It's almost like they have some of the best engineers working for them that think about things. Have you ever had a company try to hand you their products if you give a good review? No one reputable. I got that from time to time with some of those Chinese garbage sites, you know, that rebrand, you know, common stuff. Like there's a bunch of headphones and other stuff like that. coming out of the same factory. They just slap their own brand on it. Oh, will you do a positive review? We'll send you all the stuff. And they try and sweeten it up, going, oh, we're looking for a long-term... We're looking for a long-term cooperation agreement. If you do this, maybe sometime in the future, we'll do paid sponsorship. And, you know, all this kind of sleazy stuff. They always tell them to fuck off. Like, literally, by the way. I can show you the emails. All caps. Sometimes I make the font really big. Fuck off! No. I'm unconvinced by this. I like the concept. Not sure that's how I want to do it. We'll leave it there for now. See if it grows on me. Maybe it's just me, but the midsection's way too... Yeah, we haven't really done the lighting yet. And there's a weird thing with this shader pack at the moment that... Yeah, there's a weird glitch going on with the bookcases that makes them really, really dark. Like that. Yeah. We noticed that as we were building the library, I was putting a bunch of test bookcases up against one of these walls to try and get an idea of the spacing and things like that. And yeah, that's just the texture pack is... sorry, not texture pack. The shader just doesn't deal well with bookcases right now. It is a work in progress after all. It's not the final product yet. Still fiddling, still adjusting. But yeah, hopefully once the bookcases are accounted for, it won't look so gloomy. But yeah, we're going to do something with the lighting as well. Probably put a bunch of lights underneath the carpet around each bookshelf to shine up through the carpet onto it or something. Right now, though, we're just sort of nailing down the spacing, the general design, and whether or not I like this carpeting idea, which I think I do. I think in this area down here, we'll do another ring of yellow. We'll go sort of through there, up here, and put some chairs in the middle or something. This area is not going to be blank permanently, is all I'm saying. What am I doing? I do have... Actually, we can try that now. I do have a stack of yellow here. Alright, so let's get 2... Yeah, we got 2 there, so let's go 2 in from that. And we'll come out... Oh, I just realized I made that one a little stumpy, which I think I can't actually like. Especially if we bring this all the way up through here, actually. Happy little accident. We're Bob Ross in this bitch. Is glowstone too bright? Maybe lanterns? Yeah, we'll probably put glowstone underneath the carpet. That way the light will still shine up through, but it won't look ugly. There we go. So then we got 4 blocks here, so we can put a double row of maybe pressure plates on top of fence posts for the table kind of thing. Do that old trick. Do slabs or stairs for the chairs on the other side, something like that. Or maybe we could make the table out of scaffolding. Would a wicker table look out of place in the library? Yeah. So the red and yellow cover looks good. It's also scientifically proven to make people hungrier. Really? Didn't know that. I mean, I'm aware of, you know, in neuroscience, palettes having effect on mood. didn't know there's a color combination that makes people hungry. I guess that's why the McDonald's logo is that combination, right? Actually, come to think of it, there's a lot of fast food places that use red. KFC do. I think Subway do in some of their advertising too as well, don't they? Huh. That's why McDonald's shows it. Yeah, there we go. I just got onto that myself here. Got to run, but it was nice to catch up. Yeah, Pamro. If I don't talk to you again before you head on down to the great land of Oz, I hope you have a pleasant flight and enjoyable trip. I hope it all goes smoothly for you and you have a time of your bloody life. And with a bit of luck and creative budgeting, I might even be able to shake your hand at PAX. Or at least give you a fist bump. Actually try and avoid shaking hands at PAX as often as possible because of contagion. Don't want to get the con flu. So if you ever see me going for the fist bump, that's why. Yeah, I like it. Let's go make some more. Subway, this is yellow and green. Okay. I guess it is, yeah, now that you mention it. Keep me updated if you go. Yeah. Alright. How... Yep, okay. We need another trip to the spider farm. So only lunatics get their wool from sheep. Real Minecrafters get their wool from spider silk. It's a little bit harder to harvest, but I think you wind up with a better product. Going off American advertising. The anchor I am. Walmart, Target actually use colours to make you buy more things, but in different ways. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of that. I wonder if Twitch chose their Twitch purple for a reason. Does it make people more relaxed? So they sit and watch streams for longer? Although you don't really get hit by a lot of purple when you're watching a stream, do you? You get the bar up the top there, maybe. That's about it. I chose the green colours for my stream, not because of any particular reason, but because I thought it was sort of pleasant and relatively unobtrusive for most games, so it's not too distracting. How many of you watch streamers who do animated overlays? Like they have a little thing that goes around the camera frame, goes, you know, it just glints or moves or animates or something. How do you feel about that? I've always found it a bit too distracting. But a lot of streamers tend to use it, so I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I've always liked to keep my overlays nice and static. Except for obviously the celebratory animations that come up when people sub or donate or follow and whatnot. But that's not there. That's not on the screen the entire time. And that needs a call out to say, you know, thank you for that. Here's calling attention to the fact that you chose to support the stream in this way. Hitting the Twitch Stadium in PAX this year. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier as well. I'm not entirely convinced I'll get to go to PAX. I was talking to a brand about sponsorship to go, but that kind of fell through. And I don't really have the budget to go off my own bat, but about an hour and a half ago, Night Crusade dropped $100 in the tip jar. Oh, $500 in the tip jar, sorry. Which reminds me, why is it not coming up on top tipper? Is that broken again? God damn it. Streamlabs sucks. So, yeah, that $500 right there, that's basically 50% of the budget I need for flights accommodation. And, you know, being able to eat. Although, yeah, I'll sit down and Google it tonight. I don't know whether accommodation's probably getting more and more expensive the longer I wait. But this year, the last couple of years, PAX Australia has actually overlapped with the Melbourne Cup, which is a really big deal horse racing thing. And it happens in Melbourne. So the hotels have just been packed. It's been real hard to find a room at a decent price the last couple of years. But this year, PAX changed their sort of dates and they don't overlap with that anymore. Or TwitchCon for that matter. So hopefully that means the room prices are going to be a little more reasonable. More red dye. Animated zombie dragon on my layout, if that counts. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people don't have animated on their standard overlays, but they have a little stream mascot or something sitting down the bottom. That I don't mind so much. Like, I think, what's his name? One of the bigger streamers I've watched in the last few days, because he was doing Borderlands stuff and WoW stuff as well. He's got this sort of green mascot. This little, it's got one eye. This little green cyclops. It looks a bit like Mike Wazowski from Monsters. That sits down the corner and animates every now and again, and every time someone subs, it blinks, and the number of subs months comes up in its eye. So if they've been subbed for 12 months, it blinks and 12 comes up in its eye and shit like that. It's really clever. Not too distracting, but yeah. Whatever his bloody name is. Okay, we're good there. Why is that split over stacks? Weird. Target's red. Wants you to do target runs, grabbing stuff super quick. I don't think target's colors are just because that's the typical color scheme of a bullseye, the red and white.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Back to the graveyard we go. Bitwise coming in, $5. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. They moved it forward. Move what? Oh, PAX, yeah. Yeah, I spoke to Yag a couple of times about that. Yag, his real name is Guy. He just moved to New York actually. He was one of my peers basically. He was working in video game journalism in Australia for years and years and years. He used to publish a magazine and things like that. And now he works for ReadPop. ReadPop, one of them. Who do the PAX stuff and a bunch of other expos and things as well. Old guy, moving up in the world. He's a big deal man these days. But yeah, I remember having conversations about him the last few years about if it's possible to move the dates for PAX so it doesn't overlap with other big things that make it life more difficult. But the thing that made it difficult on his end is because, of course, they, for the sake of getting a good deal, they book the venue and things like that years in advance. What am I looking for here? Lapis. Got my own scheme here. Now, Bitwise, do you have a grave yet? I think you do, don't you? Where did I put you? I feel like I've written your name down on a grave before. Bitwise. Maybe you don't. Let me know. I'll have to get you a new grave, I think. Guess not. Alright then. New grave. I'm gonna need some of this so I can dye your name. Don't need those. Alright, where are we gonna put you? I'll put you on this side. I feel like we haven't put a grave on this side of the thing in a while. Put you right here. Zerp. Alright. R-I-P. Let's spell this correctly. Capital B-I-T-W-Y-Z-E. Capital G-A-M-I. Whoops. And it fits. B-I-T-W-Y-Z-E. Gang. Gaming. I think something's gone weird with my keyboard. Let me check. B-I-T-W-Y-Z-E Gaming. B-I-T-W-Y-Z-E Gaming. Yep. Dying it. Slapping it. Eating respect chicken. Oh. Thank you, man. Do appreciate that. Right. What was I doing? Jeez. Right. Carpet. That's what I was doing, wasn't I?
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Appropriate alert for
Why
someone
me?
called Super Saiyan
What?
Dude. Thank you very much for the follow. Bet you appreciated that little call out too. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm due for a break. Let's get you. Do that for you for break. Alright. I'm gonna take a break, have a stretch. And I'll be back in just a sec. BMEs!